Hi. Had to do it. We had, right? Amanda. You fucking guys. Not what I expected to hear today. Not at all what I expected to hear today. Everything I wanted, though. Everything I fucking wanted. Are you joking? I can't believe she owns her work. I cannot believe she owns her work. It's so good. I'm also still working, so, you know, give me a break. But I'm also shocked. Hi, Lindsay. Shocked, happy, excited, validated. Do I think she could release the RSD versions of the stolen albums? I do think she could, but I don't think she will, because I think demand is going to be much higher than an RSD would be. I think that her and UMG will take advantage of us, like us wanting to hear it, you know, and I think they'll release it eventually. In my opinion, I see Debut coming out next year as a 20-year anniversary edition. Yeah, I also, I don't know what she'll do about Reputation, but again, since she hasn't recorded it, and she said she hasn't recorded it, who knows when she'll do that one. Yep, see you next era. We were right, guys. We were right, guys. I'm fucking amped about it. I don't think she will. She'll just drop the vault. She could just drop the vault. But if she's already done the work, I don't know why she would just drop the debut vault. Like I said, she's already done the work. You know what I mean? So you might as well release it. And again, if she released it as a full album, she gets to take advantage of that, of the money, of the charting, of everything. Yeah. The 26 was not a hint. Taylor never dropped us a 26, guys. The 26 was us engineering that. The 26 on the Reputation, or on the cake from I Bet You Think About Me, it was double 13. All the 26s during the Midnight's era was for the Midnight's Till Dawn edition. I don't think Debut was a #1 album. Confirm, guys? Did Taylor Swift's debut album chart? I don't think it did chart at 1. I think it charted. Did not debut at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart. It debuted at number 19, which is fucking solid for a debut album, but debuted on 19 of the charts. Yes, agreed, Justine. That's a reason to release it for sure. Everything's fine to listen to. Taylor owns everything in her work. If it says Taylor Swift, listen to it. And it is like, the thing that excites me is the concert films. Because we have so many, like, we have Reputation Stadium Tour. We have the 1989 World Tour. The Red Tour was filmed, but I don't think it was ever released. Someone confirm. All the photos, all her letters, all her notes, all her voice recorded. If Karma, the album, exists in its original form, we have that too, if she ever chooses to release it. Yeah, New Romantics. Yep, I said Red wasn't released, but it was filmed. Yeah, so all those concert tours she owns and she can release somewhere else. Yeah. I think anything's possible. I think this could be the ending that she was waiting for, right? This was what she had always asked for. To buy her own work at a reasonable cost and to own everything, no strings attached. And that's exactly what happened. She bought it for what, $360 million? Probably a fair cost, very fair for her. Yeah. And I think this gives, like I said, this kind of ties up the re-record process in a nice little bow, right? And this is a really great example of a woman standing up to the industry and showing them what she's capable of doing. I am impressed with her. I am in awe of her. She could move mountains. She can do whatever the hell she wants. And she took on the entire effing music industry and said, nope, I'll own these one day. But in the meantime, you're going to pay and you're going to suffer and I'm going to come out as a winner. Crazy. What a great day to be a Swiftie. Yep. I'm just going to stream Debut on repeat. Yeah. I think that yeah, maybe The Best Day. Ooh, The Best Day is a good one to stream, actually. But I feel like it should be from Debut or Reputation. But I don't think there's any way to coordinate an effort. I think we just need to stream Taylor today. Stream Taylor. Hi, Nikki. Yes, Zoomies. Yes, Zoomies. So here's how it happened. I woke up this morning to the pap walk. I record a video. Oh, wait. I text people the pap walk first. I record a video. Whatever. I'm chatting. I'm working. I look at my phone and get a text from Courtney that says, Jojo, 911 now. Go to Taylor's website. I freaked out. I started sweating. I was like sweating. Saw it on the website. Immediately blew up every group chat I have. Nikki FaceTimed me. We were Whew. I did prefer the Taylor's versions, I will say that. So, like, that's probably what I'll still listen to if given the chance. Because that's... Yeah. With her being able to re-record it, I feel like it's like her vision, her original vision. So thank you. Yeah, I'll probably prefer the Taylor's versions as much as possible, but like it's nice to know that it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Andy. So I think we can... Reputation was never even recorded. So, like... I'm just gonna be sitting here. Yeah. R.I.P. me. Yep, seriously. Hi. So let's talk July 4th. It's not happening. Taylor had 11 weeks pre-sale for both Torture Poets Department and 1989 Taylor's versions. We saw how the Torture Poets Department performed, and a huge portion of that is because over those 11 weeks between announcement and release, there were pre-sales. There were different variants for us to choose from. That's why July 4th isn't happening. She's going to give us at least an 8-week pre-sale. That's what she does. And guys, I'm going to be honest with you. She does not Easter egg dates like that. Like, that's not what she's been doing. She's just been giving us clues to TS12 as an entity that it exists. See you next era. Like, if we get a clue about the date, it'll be like a month. It'll like, okay, the Karma coffee cup, the number 4 on the Karma coffee cup, it read I. The other clocks Taylor was using said IV for 4. That I was an Easter egg for a double album dropping in the 4th month, right? But I don't think she ever Easter egged intentionally for 19. I don't think there was ever any chance we were ever going to guess that. So in my opinion, I don't think we're ever going to guess the release date either. And I think it's futile to keep trying. I think we'll get at least 8 weeks pre-sales. So I think looking out 8 weeks from announcement date is the best way to gauge what's coming next and when. Pat reposted it. Pat McAfee or Patrick Mahomes, Amanda? I'm guessing it's McAfee. But if it's Mahomes, I will die. Mahomes? Yeah! I'm going to see Patrick and Travis tonight at Big Slick. Yeah! You guys, oh, Amanda, send me that link, please. I need to see that. This is so fucking exciting. I'm sweating. Oh, I love my city. I love Taylor Swift. I'm so happy. Oh my God. Should I make a sign for Travis tonight? Something about Taylor owning her work. Travis, give Taylor congrats. Travis, tell Taylor congrats. Something about her masters. I have the posters. I gotta say something. Yeah, I need a sign. Thank you, Amanda. I love you. I'm like shaking. I'm so excited for her. It's on his, Kira, it's on his Twitter, they said. That he retweeted her. Yeah, forget the fucking doctorate. She owns her master's, right? Yeah, Twitter sucks. I get it. Get it. I usually screenshot it and send it. Yeah, facts. Carla! Someone tell Carla what happened. Travis Kelce. Owning charity. Nah, it's too long. Yep, I saw Jan reposted and liked it on Instagram. Lana Del Rey. Gracie Abrams. I fucking love Taylor Swift. I love Kansas City and I love Taylor Swift. Oh, I'm sweating. This is, whew. What a fucking day. Travis, our girl, did it. That's good. That's good. Kelsey posted it on her IG story. I knew Kelsey would post it. I love her. You guys, this is such a good day. I'm gonna cry. I opened up a Q&A on Instagram. I haven't even had a chance to check it because I've been shaking and sweating the whole fucking morning. Swiftie Independence Day, yes! Oh my God, today is really the best day. What happened? Taylor Swift owns her masters. I have like 14 videos on my page. If you don't know what happened, go watch my videos and then come back. And then follow me because TS12 is coming next and I've been calling this shit since last summer. You're welcome. I'm shocked. Kelsey put her little white heart. Of course she did. No day will be better than that. Except maybe the day that TS12 drops. I don't know. But this is a really good day. I agree, Shannon. I think TS12 is going to be like that lavender or iridescent color. Yeah. I don't believe the letter or photos was written because I don't feel like there's a way for us to track that data. So I think stop spamming the chat with that. I don't know how there's any way for us to verify that. Unless Taylor told them, hi, I shot this on March 27th. I'm so excited. Thank you. You can change metadata, so that's not reliable. That's good to know. Very good to know. Yes, need more people to understand that means she owns the concert films. Yes, the concert films. I think the one thing that's going to be the most to her, though, is like the music videos. She couldn't reference any of those music videos, especially like Look What You Made Me Do. And now she can. And like, okay, so here's the thing. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate the transparency that she gave us with Reputation Taylor's version. Like, hey, I literally have been delaying it, you know? Sleuthers. Remember? I think I know when she did debut. I think I know when she recorded debut, and I fucked up because I thought it was Reputation, but I think it was debut. Before the Tortured Poets Department came out, there was like 2 weeks in January. Yep, the Golden Globes too. Thank you. You guys fucking get me. When she wore green to the Golden Globes, she was seen going around Electric Lady Studios in New York wearing green. There was like 3 or 4 different occasions, and her nails were dark green. And the Shania Twain shirt. Yes. Yes. And I think that's when she was recording and finishing debut. Thank you. Thank you, Amanda. Agreed. It did seem like Reputation green. And I fucked up, but I do think that was debut. Yeah. Since she said she has it all recorded, I think that's when she was recording debut. I love it here too, Paige. This is so fun. I need to like put my hair up. I'm hot. I'm sweating. I'm so excited. I just like, what am I supposed to do? Shit. I need to charge my phone bank for Big Slick tonight. All the Swifty Zoomies. All of the Swifty Zoomies. I also don't know what to do with my hands. I love being a Swiftie. I love being in Kansas City. This is so much fun. Oh my God. Listen, Alexandra. Facts. No wonder everyone was so wrong, but I do want to say this. I do want to say this. I do want to say this. I was right. I don't get to say it very often, but I was right. I did call this shit. Courtney called this shit. We said from the get-go, TS12 is going to be the next album. And I got listen, Sam was right too. Yep. I have so many drafts right now replying to comments of people that tried to make me sound stupid for saying TS12 was coming next. So I will be living in this moment as long as possible, because it's really nice to feel right when people are really shitty to you on the internet. It's really nice. I don't get that feeling often. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will. I'll roll them out eventually, but feels really fucking nice. I called TS11, both Courtney and myself called TS11. People told us she won't release a brand new album while she's touring. She's going to finish the re-records. Nope, we were right. And then TS12, she pointed at that fucking star in Liverpool, and I was like, that means something. And ever since then, TS12. Like, her letter today, yes, she owns her work, and we, like, that's what today is for. We're celebrating that. Like, she's amazing and incredible. But we can't overlook that that was the biggest egg for TS12 we've ever gotten. See you next era. 12 Ds, 12 I's. We been knowing. We've been here. Yeah, we did. We got dogpiled on. We really did. We really did. Hi, Austin. I think I saw you in the chat earlier. Now, here's the thing. As far as, like, dates or timelines, like, I just don't. Back in the office with the A12 sign. Yep. You guys get it. You want to know what's crazy? I wrote this yesterday. My Discord people can back me up because we were talking about this yesterday. I said TS12 timeline. You can screenshot and reverse it if you want. Doesn't matter. There's nothing here that's going to give you any information. I said TS12 timeline. June 2nd, Taylor played in Lyon with white nails. It was the last time on the Eras Tour she wore white nails. Did you know that? She wore white nails until June last year. And then she never wore them again. The night after she wore white nails, she wore white nails, she wore Double Orange 1989, and then the next night played Glitch and Everything Has Changed. Did you know that? Now wait, it gets better. About a week later, she goes out in London wearing that clock necklace, which is where I said, hey, the clock is up on the Torture Poets department. We're moving into the next one. And then the very next day, after she was seen out in London with that clock necklace, she played in Liverpool at the 100th show and pointed at the stars. And then she went to Cardiff, which is the last Eras Tour recap, shout out Sam, that included the white heart. Let me repeat myself. June 18th in Cardiff, Taylor posted her Eras Tour recap for Cardiff using the white heart. She never used the white heart again until the anthology came out, but that we're kind of giving that a pass. June of last year. Then she goes to London and Travis is on stage, and then about a month later, she goes out wearing that 12 necklace, and they all effing told me I was crazy. That said 12. It wasn't TS upside down. That was 12. Yes, I'll show it again. Screenshot it, flip it, reverse it. I wrote this yesterday. Put it on my tombstone. Oh. Dying. Basically what I'm saying is I think she knew last June what she wanted to do, which was a new album before she owned her masters, before she got those final 2 re-records. She knew she hadn't recorded Reputation. She was inspired and she was ready to start writing new music. Torture Poets Department was music she felt like she had to put out so she could process. But TS12 is something she felt inspired to create and she wanted to create. And she started conceptualizing this back in June of last year. And she started Easter egging it back in June of last year. The letter, that's a really great point. The letter is not written in a typewriter font, which means we have exited the Torture Poets department. It's back in Taylor's handwriting font. I will say, usually when we get something from Taylor herself, it will be in that handwriting font. But I think that's a very interesting take. Does this mean she won't finish redoing Reputation and only release Debut TV? I think possibly. I think we could potentially see Debut next year as a 20th anniversary thing. The letterhead is the one thing, Amanda, for me too. With Reputation, I do think she'll eventually release it. She's obviously got to record it first, though. Has anyone counted the uppercase T's yet? Funny you should mention that, actually, Stephanie, because the uppercase T's was one of our very first Easter eggs that TS11 was coming after 1989. I have it all in my playlist. I have a TS11 playlist if you guys want to look back and watch it. But there was a 1989 letter that she wrote, and there's capital T's. There's 11 of them total. She was Easter egging TS11. So yeah, count the capitals in that letter. Let me know. Did this surprise me at all? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Especially because the last thing we heard was 600 million to 1 billion. And apparently she bought them for like 360 million or something like that. So yeah, it took me a lot by surprise. So I'm also eating my sandwich. I think honestly, make the sign. I know. I need to figure out what I want to put on the sign. That is a fucking Uncrustable. Are you kidding me? I love Uncrustables. So they are capital T's. It's the way that she writes those T's. But again, like I said, she utilized that to Easter egg TS11, which only me and Courtney caught on to anyways. So that's not to say that she is or isn't egging on the T's with this one. She could be. Count them. But it is a proven way she's Easter egged before. The logo change. Exactly. Mm-hmm. I don't think we'll get an announcement soon. If we get an announcement soon, it'll be for like 3 months down the line. 69 capital T's, but I didn't double check. There was a lot, which is why I didn't count them. Because I thought, ooh, that's a lot, you know? I felt like with that letter, those intentional Easter eggs that Taylor's doing, again, intentional Easter eggs, not like coincidental Easter eggs, I felt like obviously that this was huge. I also am curious about that like second paragraph when she was like, you know, the photographs, the work, the albums, all that stuff. I'm gonna probably look into that later. What about June 13th? So I'm going to take us back again. We're not getting an album on June 13th. Taylor has traditionally done pre-sales, at least 8 weeks, but for Torture Poets Department and 1989, we had 11 weeks. So I just don't see her doing less than an 8-week pre-sale cycle, because that is really what helped Torture Poets Department chart super high. Now, the longevity of Torture Poets Department is a different animal. But I think any date that's within 8 weeks just isn't going to happen. So yes, that includes July 4th, because that is within that 8-week cycle. 8 to 12. I agree with you, Johanna. So I don't think that the idea of TS12 negates a documentary. I've always seen the documentary or like a film as sort of a supplementary work to her music, not in lieu of, if that makes sense. And my frame of reference for that is that the Eras Tour film came out in the middle of us like launching 1989, and then like 2 weeks later we got 1989 Taylor's version. So they sort of like coexist. You know what I mean? She hasn't even had 6 months off. Yada, yada, yada. No one said it's coming out right now. I straight up just said there's going to be at least an 8-week pre-sale, and I didn't say she was announcing anything today. I think at the earliest, it's going to be this fall at the earliest. But I think if you're one of those people, I would recommend you look into the timelines between Midnight's and Torture Poets Department, because we are on track, baby. And I would also look into the timelines between tours, like Fearless and Speak Now to Red, and Red to 1989, because they are much faster than you would originally realize at first glance. Much faster. If the undertones were to stop worrying or looking for Easter eggs, she literally wouldn't be Easter egging inside that letter. You realize that, right? Like, her using the 12 eyes was quite literally an intentional Easter egg, which is what she's trying to do. When she's Easter egging because she wants us to see it. Yeah, I know, people are silly. It's usually people that were wrong also, that say that because they don't like that they were wrong. So they come in and they're like, stop looking for Easter eggs. Just let her rest. But it's because they thought it was like Reputation or Debut, which is fine. Everybody did, but you don't have to be nasty. See you next era. Exactly, Lauren. I think that logo looks like a ring. Like a Super Bowl ring, don't you? Is that it? Yeah. Let's talk about it. I think that logo looks like a big ass Super Bowl ring. Do you guys agree? I see the diamonds on the side, but the flat, yeah, sort of like the red ring, like a big ol'. That's what I thought. Kesha commented. I fucking knew it. That's why she's not going to release anything on July 4th, because of Kesha. I have a drafted video about that too, but it doesn't matter anymore. But Kesha, she's not going to announce or drop anything on July 4th because Kesha and her have a good relationship. Art Deco. Yeah. That's not the real Taylor, guys. Ignore them. She did it. We did it, Joe. Yes, Terralyn, I agree with you. I wish I should have just posted that damn video, but I don't like negativity, so I try not to like refute theories on my page actively, because I don't know, I don't want to be negative. But yeah, the Kesha thing on July 4th, I was like, and Kesha's going through the process to re-own her work, and she did that by starting her own label and producing her brand new album under that label. So do we know the actual date of her obtaining them? I haven't seen it. I've seen some people saying her photos were taken on March 27th, but from what I understand, you can adjust metadata like that, so I don't think there's ever going to be a way for us to verify. I do think the, how do I say this? I do think the news that broke a couple weeks ago about the price tag being 600 million or higher, I think was maybe like whispers about the deal, you know? So I think it's pretty likely that that's a fairly recent development. Yeah, from what I think People Magazine posted that she acquired her masters in spite of Scooter, not because of him. You know what I mean? I'm so excited today. Patrick Mahomes reposted. Like, I can't focus either. Thanks for the follows, guys. Yeah, Travis liked the post. Lana Del Rey posted her Instagram story, so did Gracie Abrams. Apparently Kelsey Ballerini did as well. I have not seen it yet. Patrick Mahomes retweeted her. I fucking love being from Kansas City. Sabrina liked it. Kesha, yep. Her out last night was a celebration. Guys, tag me in these posts. I want to see everything. Shiana, yep. Caitlin Clark. Everyone knows how much she's been through with these damn re-records. This is like, I'm an emotional person. I'm truly trying not to cry. Lana posted her stories, I believe. I have it saved. It's just like, yeah, man, it's hard to describe. Chiefs Twitter is going nuts. I know that Chiefs Hive are going to have a field day. They are huge Swifties. Fuck yeah, it's an Uncrustable. Are you jealous? You should be. Scooter has not profited off Taylor's masters in years. I'm trying to eat because I'm going to Big Slick in a couple hours, and I am not going to have a chance to eat when I'm there. Yeah, she owns her heartbeat. Yeah, give me sign ideas. Give me sign ideas. I have my sign somewhere. I think it's in my closet. Give me sign ideas. I'm going to Big Slick tonight. I'm going to see Patrick and Travis. I have a sign like this big, and I want to write something about Taylor owning her masters. So let's do it. It's got to be short, easy to read, quippy. Hi, Amanda. Big Slick is a celebrity charity softball game. There's a Royals game beforehand, so a bunch of local celebrities go and help raise money. Taylor Independence Day, Swiftie Independence Day. Something. Taylor got full custody. Patrick liked her Instagram post. This is just such a happy day. Garage beer, yeah. Post liked it, yeah. Your coworkers are concerned. That's so funny. Can't spell masters without TS. That's good. I'm gonna write that down. That's a good one. Whoever said that, I might use that. Thank you. You agree? Is that what we should do? Can't spell masters without TS? Is that a good one? Thank you, Matthew. That's a good one. Yeah. That's a good one. That's what we're like, literally the entire world is celebrating today, right? Like, I know that I'm in like an echo chamber, but like the fact that this many celebrities are like, everybody knows. Everybody knows. Taylor Nation wrote that down. That's so funny. I don't know how I'm supposed to drive to Big Slick tonight because all I want to do is have like 3 margaritas and celebrate. Also, this shirt is a medium. Look how big it is. It's like huge. I wanted to wear this to Big Slick, but I don't think I can. It's just so big. I will be drinking tonight. Yeah. That's so funny. It's so big for anyone in the music industry. You're totally right because like she said that, like, she certainly is not the first person to ever re-record her masters, but she is the first person to pull her shit off of streaming services, re-record her masters out of spite, and chart those re-recordings higher than her original works. Like, that's where she, and now record labels are building into their contracts that they can't own their masters for like 30 years because of the power of Taylor Swift. That's fucked. They shouldn't be able to do that. But the fact that she changed the industry that much, I love women. No, Big Slick isn't aired, I don't think. Bo Allen liked her post. Yeah, Billboard can suck it too. Alexa, play the man. Yeah. I'm so excited. Like, we're getting new music soon. We're getting new music this year, probably. Go watch my video if you doubt me. It's so good. She has everything she ever wanted. Yeah. Thank you for the follows, you guys. Everything she ever wanted. I would love a song on TS12 about this situation. War is over. War is over. I love how transparent she was in her letter to us. About like, hey, I'm going to be honest with you. Recording Reputation has been really hard for me. And I think like, that we as fans can appreciate that album was really dark for her. But no one will ever understand, like, the headspace she was in when she recorded it other than her. And I can appreciate that she's having a really hard time re-recording it. I get it. And I think, like, obviously, again, that just speaks to Taylor. Like, she's not an idiot. She's online. She sees us. She sees us clowning. She's aware, which means a couple things. One, if she wanted to stop it, she could. Which is what she just did with the Reputation theory, right? She just stopped that. No one's going to theorize that we're getting Reputation on July 4th now because Taylor straight up told us she hasn't recorded it yet, you know? Yeah, so, like, she's aware of our clowning. She loves it. She approves. This was her adjusting the narrative of what that clowning is going to be. Like, we all saw the AMAs and how everyone was like, when's Reputation Taylor's version coming? This was Taylor going, it's not. It's not. Here's what you actually should be clowning for, and sort of redirecting our focus, if you will. We did survive the Great War. We did survive the Great... Yes, yes. I love that for her so much. I love that for her so much. Literally, you guys, I was getting so much hate online about TS12 from other creators too. Like, I'm not kidding. People were being fucking nasty. So I'm like, I'm a petty bitch. I'm really happy to be sitting here and being like, okay, are you guys gonna say sorry? There will be no Reputation, just explanation. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, John. I mean, listen, I own it. I am petty, but so is Taylor. I don't care. I know. Can we stop being mean? And it's like, disagree. That's fine, but you don't need to be nasty. I love you guys. Thank you for the follows. Okay, can I plug a couple things really fast while we're here? I'm gonna try to self-promote, which I never fucking do. I'm on all platforms, you guys, with the exact same username. Please follow me. I am increasingly worried about this TikTok platform going away. So please follow me. I interact on all the other platforms as well, I promise. If you enjoy my content and you want to clown with me, I have a Discord specifically for my subscribers. You can subscribe to my community and you get access to that Discord. We clown, we chat football, we chat about Kelsey Ballerini, we chat about everything. Yeah, that's kind of my thing. I'm here, I'm Instagram, I'm YouTube, and I've got a subscription. Yeah. Thank you, Lucy. It's a fun Discord. I have rules. You can't be acting up. You can't be nasty in there. But if you're down to clown and have a good time and be nice, please come and join the Discord. We would love to have you. Have I listened to Megan Maroney before? Lightly. I would not say I'm a stan, but I love women artists. So, like, yeah. That Am I Okay song is really good. And I'll say this. She's stunning. She's stunning. Scooter's been kissing Taylor's ass for years. He can launch himself off of a very tall something. Full steam ahead, launch himself. Because what the fuck do you mean you're happy for her? He could have done the exact same thing. Sold her that for that price without an NDA asking her to not speak on him. Taylor Swift dragging Scooter Braun publicly has been the downfall of Scooter Braun. I need to remind you that he was dropped by both Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber, and he has now mostly been doing quiet business dealings. No, I prefer the Taylor's version too. I haven't been listening to Debut for obvious reasons. So now I'm excited that I can. Yeah. Yeah. No, Scooter sold Taylor's masters to Shamrock Holdings. Taylor wouldn't do business with Scooter. He was not giving her an actual business deal, so she walked away from that. When Taylor started re-recording her masters and the value plummeted, Scooter sold her masters to Shamrock Holdings. And Scooter, we don't know the inner workings of that business deal, but it really sounds like he oversold the value of those to Shamrock Holdings. So it seems like if the numbers we're seeing are true, Shamrock Holdings sold Taylor's masters to her for less than they purchased them for. If those numbers are true, Shamrock Holdings bought Taylor's masters for about $400 million. And I think Taylor, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but we've seen rumors that Taylor purchased them for about $350 million. So if that's all true, they sold them for less than they purchased them. Which is not to mean they didn't make money off of them, right? They had them for years making money off the streams, off the album drops, they're not worthless, but they are worth significantly less than they were when Scooter bought them. Yeah. Yes, the value did go down, but they were never worthless. They're all Taylor's versions. I love that. I love that. I love that. Oh, you can stream right now. Reputation's on Spotify. Yeah, you can stream them right now. You can go out to a record store and purchase them today. All that money's going right to Taylor. I think if she decides to release debut, and I think she will, I think it'll probably come next year around the 20th anniversary. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. She did call out 20 years in the letter. Yes, she did. I noticed that as well. I agree with you. I kind of love that she didn't name them remastered, because we gotta remember, the stolen versions are basically, like, the Taylor's versions are remasters. Like, that's all that they are. So anytime you see anything that says, like, remastered, this is gonna be dumb, but the one thing that comes to my head is the Harry Potter soundtrack. Anytime you see remastered, that means that the artist re-recorded to own their masters. So I don't think she's going to change the name from Taylor's versions, because she always could have done remastered. She did Taylor's version because it's a marketing trick. And it makes it a little more cutesy. It makes it seem a little more fun and less like a business dealing, like remastering, right? I don't have a link. You just have to subscribe to my community, and then TikTok will walk you through. The only thing I feel certain about right now is that it's definitely new music coming next, not a re-record. Couldn't tell you when. I'm thinking this year. Thanks for the follows. If you've seen my video, the thing that always made me feel like it's going to be this year is because at the end of 2024, Taylor Nation tweeted, "How did it end?" And there was a star emoji. And then their first tweet of 2025 was on January 2nd, so 1/2/12. On January 2nd, they said, like, 2025 is going to be dazzling with more stars. So I think it's going to be this year for sure. Released 500 516 days between Midnight's and Torture Poets Department released. So the same timeline, yeah, if she's releasing a new album this fall, exactly, she's on the exact same timeline as Torture Poets Department and Midnight's. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think she's egging for when this is coming out yet. I think she's just straight up telling us TS12 is next. And we'll see once it gets a little bit closer, yeah. Thanks, Lou. I forgive you. Just remember me. Put it on my tombstone. I called TS11 and I called TS12. I don't get much right. I have to hold on to these things. Stars and Dazzling. Yeah. And so then, like, let's take Dazzling one step further. So throughout the history of Taylor's career, she has regularly used that final track on her album to sort of like bridge us into the next era. So like Long Live, Begin Again, New Year's Day. We can go on and on. But hi, Courtney. Clara Bow is the final track on the standard edition of the Torture Poets Department. Tell me, chat, what's the final word? The last lyric in Clara Bow. The final word. I'll just eat my Uncrustable while you tell me. It's Dazzling. Dazzling, leading us into TS12. Yeah, TS12 will be Dazzling. Absolutely. I haven't seen the Mahomes retweet, but people in here were telling me about it, and I'm very excited. I don't want to Lover 2.0. Lover was so filled with like an underlying anxiety of like, yeah, it was just anxious. The Archer was sad. I want a Glitter Gel Pen album. Oh, Lover didn't flop. I think Lover has proven that it has such a huge chart longevity. Yeah, I wouldn't call Lover a flop. I do want All the Girls You Loved Before on vinyl. I would agree with that, yeah. And, okay, so let's talk about that. All the Girls You've Loved Before. Lover is already owned by Taylor. And she released that vault track right before we started the Eras tour. All the Girls You've Loved Before. So Taylor saying that she owns all of her work does not mean that we're not going to get a Taylor's version, or at least at minimum the vault tracks, because she's given us a vault track from a Taylor-owned album already in Lover. So I think it's very clear that eventually we'll get those things. It's just going to be on Taylor's terms, on Taylor's timeline. Travis is not golfing in Florida. Travis is in Kansas City. He was at training earlier this week, and tonight he has a scheduled appearance at Big Slick, Kansas City with Patrick. I know, all the support has been really, really great. You saw a mean video? People are wild. I don't know what could possibly be mean about today. Maybe Taylor will show up to Big Slick. That would be great. You saw 2 people complaining? Complaining about what? The masters? The re-record's not coming? Yeah, Yes, 360 million is a very fair price. If that number is accurate, that's less than Shamrock Holdings actually paid for them originally. Oh, stay off of Twitter. Just don't go on Twitter. Just don't go on Twitter. So the Kelsey Brothers is a fan account. Yeah, people are always hateful. So, okay. When Scooter originally bought Taylor's Masters, I need to drive the point home. He bought them for $363 million. When Scooter bought them. When Scooter sold them to Shamrock Holdings, he sold them for $400 million. The Masters did depreciate in value, but they were still worth money. Okay? They were not worthless. It is a favor. Let's just say this was out of the goodness of them to sell them for $360 million, because they are worth more than that. They are worth more than that. That's what Scooter paid for them way back in 2019. And that's pre-Eras Tour, pre-huge discography boost, pre-billionaire status, pre-Eras Tour film. They did her a solid. Like, they did her a solid. That's not to say they did not make money. They did make money. They made their money. And there's a reason they're making this deal now. Right? But yes, that's an insane price if that's true. KCTV5 is reporting on it? Oh my god, I need to see if they emailed me. I'm gonna let you guys go. I need to get in the shower and get ready for Big Slick anyways, and I need to check my emails. Okay, I love you guys.